Good morning. My name is George Kosch, and today is the 20th of January, and I'm the CEO of Worldprofit, celebrating over 28 years online. And for me personally, about 30 years online. Boy, 3 decades. A little bit about myself is I have no business training of any kind. I'm a webmaster, I guess. Back in the old days, they called us webmasters, programmer, coder. But before that, I was in the military. I was a Air Force pilot, flew the jets, and I was also a instructor pilot on our trainer jets. Before that, I went to military college, got my degree in math and physics. I did take computers, didn't really have much interest in computers back then. I mean, there was no graphical interface or anything, no browsers. But yeah, I enjoyed saying that I did have one guy that I trained, got the Top Gun trophy. Actually, no, he won exercise maple flag, which was a big fighter deal in Canada here. Anyways, hopefully my teachings helped him achieve that. But anyways, now it's all about making money online. I got the entrepreneur bug very young. At the age of 29, I got out after 10 years because they had too many pilots, which never happens anymore. There's too few pilots. But back then in 1993, 94, they did. So I got out and got the entrepreneur bug, and always had a fallback, which was to fly for the airlines. But here I am now. We've created Worldprofit. Sandy Hunter is the president and co-founder, and it's been a great run we're having. Things are going fantastic this month because of one reason. The people that get to lesson 3 and don't ask where lesson 4 is for a few weeks do very well. I had somebody say, how do I get to lesson 4? I've already done lesson 3. And I kind of thought, I don't think so. So I checked the ad tracker, and guess what? 0. So I said, you don't just watch the videos, you actually do the videos. And you have no visitors. So I said, you need to do lesson 3 again. So get on lesson 3 and actually do the promotion, sign up for the sites, and go through the motions, because those are the motions that led to you signing up into the program. You came in as an associate and you signed up as a silver member or a platinum member because your sponsor did lesson 3. That's as simple as I can make it. You're here because of that. So we want you to be able to have the skills to do just that, which is get to lesson 3, do the promotion, create leads, and then apply those leads to your other programs that you're in the future. So learn how to build a list. And yeah, it's simple. You're going to have to put on your coveralls, you're going to have to roll up your sleeves and work. It's there's no secret. There really isn't. If there was one, I would say it's right here on this slide in front of you. Do the video, do the promotion, and then you can ask for your bonuses, because that's where you get your bonuses. We get you all of the bonuses that we promised you, but they're no good to you if you don't do lesson 3. It's a waste of time. And it was funny because the guy that said, I'm all done. I'm done lesson 3. I'm ready to go. Didn't ask for his bonuses, right? Like, it's just, you might think, George, you must sit there and go, oh boy, I actually don't. I just say, well, here's the stuff again. Do it. If you don't, I can't force you to do it. By the way, we've had over 60,000 people come through the program. We're getting close to 65,000, I think, 64 or something. How can I let it get to me, right? I do the best I can. I come here every Friday and I point people in this direction. And if they choose to do so, I'm very happy. It does work. You join sites, you copy the ads, you post ads. Again, we had another person, and she came in and said, look, this is just too much. There's just too many things. And I thought, that's just a lack of doing lesson 3. You get your profile set up, you join a site, and you post an ad. That's really all you do to get started. She did not do any of those things. What will happen typically that will take you off track is you go and look at your website and decide that you want to master the website management area. You want to make sure that the house is so set up and so perfect that you forget about promotion. And I'll often send people a note and say, well, your site's not going to work for you if you don't have any leads. Nothing works. Google would cease to function if they didn't have any people coming to their site. And you're wondering, well, how did they get people there? Well, they did a lot of promotion in the early days. I know that because I was here when they were born, right? Sandy and I were here when Yahoo started. And they used to email and ask for sites because we were setting up websites all the time. They started from zero and they built a list, and then they got people to come in, and then of course you know their story. They are now a very big company. Not as big as Google, but pretty big. Remember, you can get support 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. We're always here to help. Get a Gmail account or 2 or 3. They will help you with your business email. Everything just goes, initially all the safe list mails, and even a lot of mail that we send is sent through paid mailers, but it does go into your spam folder. A lot of it does. And the only way around that is just go in your spam folder and mark it as not spam, and then it won't happen again. These companies like Yahoo and all that, they don't mark anything as spam. They just don't accept the mail. They don't tell you that, but they don't accept the mail. So that's not good. The proof, again, is you're here as a result of your sponsor. If you're not going to do that video right away, the ones under the training area where it says start here, and you got lucky and you showed up at this workshop, make sure that you do a few things. Set your commission preference, top menu, click on commission, and go through that area. It's very important. On the left-hand menu, just under your name, you will see where it says your membership services. You can click on that link right there, and find out all of your membership services. Okay, everything that you bought. If you are a silver member, it will show you what you could get as a platinum VIP. Plus, in this workshop, I have a slide over here that I dedicate to explaining that. How do you get support? It's everywhere in the member area. That's one of the only things we haven't had a problem with. People seem to find support, no problem. The Live Business Center, everybody has seen this before. It is there for 2 reasons. Number one, we like people to be on the web. We always thought of this, I guess in about 2002, I think it was about 2002, 2003, we created Live Business Center. And I think about a year later, I saw a video from Bill Gates, and he envisioned a shopping area, like Amazon, for example, with a person that you could call up, just by clicking a button, and they would come up in video, and they would be able to direct you around the site, like in the real world. Nowadays, we have chat to do that. But I decided before that it'd be cool to just have a person there talking on video that you could see and hear, but you wouldn't come on video, and you could chat to them. We created that so that, yes, somebody would greet you at the door, and they could help you if you're already a paid silver or platinum member. And they would help your associates find their way around, get them to watch the video to learn about Worldprofit's program. So remember, the Live Business Center is there for you. You don't need to communicate with associates that you bring in. You don't need to worry about the associates that you got when you signed up. We send a newsletter out every single day to them. Okay, so we don't want you worrying about all of that stuff. We want you focusing on promotion. The way to check if your promotion is working, top menu. It's right there. That will track all of the clicks that you get if, again, you went through lesson 3 and carefully did the video. It will show you how to set up your tracking and everything. Like I said, your first associate is exciting, but you don't need to worry about communicating with them, phoning them, doing any of that stuff. We got rid of that 20 years ago. Okay, we don't do that anymore. You don't need to. We have everything in place for that. You just keep bringing them in. The cool tools area on the top menu will introduce you to some incredible software that helps you speed up your promotion, namely JitBit Auto Text, RoboForm, Password Organizer, or any password organizer for that. There's one built into Chrome, Edge, it's up to you. Postbox is an email management program. I use it to arrange my email. You can see I've got all kinds of accounts here on the left side. And you can see my email comes in, and all I have to do is click on it, and then I can see it from different accounts. So I can click on this Gmail account, I can click on this one, I can click on this one. Okay, so it's very easy to manage multiple accounts without having to log into each one all the time. I've used this program for over 10 years, and I've never had a problem with it. You have the Link Manager and Link Magic, fantastic tools to help you promote, keep you organized. And yeah, Daniel, you can use those filters for each safe list. You can really organize your mail well using Gmail, that's for sure. Postbox has the same capabilities. You can have colored, all kinds of colors and tabbing and everything like that. Are there any questions about this so far? We just got into the new year, and every year I kind of summarize what was missing from the year before with people. And I can honestly say for 28 years, it's been the same. People just will not do lesson 3. They won't do it. I don't know why. They can fill out a support ticket very quickly and say, whatever. And I think in the time it took to fill out a support ticket to say these things, why don't you just sign up for one site? Just state-of-the-art mailer and give it a shot. Go through that video. People just don't seem to do that. I don't know why. We used to have to send a cassette tape through the mail after we phoned 25 people and paid for long distance. That's how we started our business here before Worldprofit. I got a good taste of what it was like before technology. And I would get a list of leads from a company called AdNet, and they come in the mail every month, 50. And those 50 leads were gold. And I hate to sound like the old, the complainer, but I'm going to tell you, I had to phone them, pay the long distance bill, have them say, send me info. I would mail it to them, a cassette tape with a mailer. And then when I phoned them back, they actually said, oh, I just didn't have the time. Can you call back next week? That was life before this. So when people kind of, wiggle waggle around, I just, it was really hard to move my hand and press a button. Really, it was? Okay, next. Okay, so the 12 safe lists and exchanges have been redone. Okay, and these are the ones that you can find in the multi-commission area, which I'll talk to you a little bit more about, but it's right here, multi-commission system on your left-hand menu. Got a little airplane there pointing to it. You click on main area and you can check them out all over here. And yeah, they look pretty cool. They do. They actually look pretty cool. I'll talk to you about a little bit more about that later, but they work better and they're modernized for as much as I could do, but they're using the more modern code. Okay. So how many hours should dealers who want to make money, how many hours should you work? If you work efficiently, you should say to yourself, okay, so, and this is fair, I'm going to work at Tim Hortons, okay? I'm going to serve coffee or whatever I'm going to do. We pay, right now, minimum wage in Canada is $15 an hour. So if you work for 8 hours, you get paid, So say, roughly speaking, say you get your $100 a day, and that's for going in and doing the training and everything. They pay you. That's a standard job. Expect to work 80 hours and not get $15 an hour. That's called an entrepreneur. And that's why entrepreneurs are they start out with this idea that they're going to make $1 million online. And then when they put in that first 80 hours of learning, because there's no one there to just hold your hand and take you through everything, they expect, where's the bucket of gold, So it's the mindset that you have to have, Daniel, and that's what people should understand, is you don't get paid per hour, right? You get paid when you generate a list, you teach yourself how to do this stuff, with, of course, my help and the help of support and the monitors. But it's a very, very slow build. You don't just walk in and get your $15 an hour. On the internet, it's like the line just goes like this, and then suddenly it goes up. And in some cases, it'll get to a point where you're doing extremely well and you're having a good, you want to make $200 a month or 500 or whatever, but the effort is extreme at first. And that's why so many people drop. That's why we had the .com. Remember the .com bust? It was caused by that. Companies exploded. They put everything they had into it, expecting something to come quickly, and they dissolved quickly, just as quickly. Okay, so that, you got to think like a business person, and business people realize that. You will too. Everybody will. You just got to be patient with it. It takes time. I wanted to, every week, I'm trying to find people a cool site of the day that can help you in your business. And this one here, I was checking it out. There's a company that we all know about by now called ChatGPT. And ChatGPT has created, they work in under OpenAI. It's called OpenAI. And they create these things that can do chatting, information, like Google. Of course, we know ChatGPT is far more advanced than Google could, Google's a search engine. This thing can write letters, it can write resumes, everything. But the first version that they released was called DALL-E, and it's a version that creates graphics and things like that based on words you type. So this one here, Crayon, is like a mini version of that site where you can say a globe with money coming out. Okay, so say that you were creating a landing page builder number 13. Okay, so landing page builder 13 is a squeeze page with an image in the middle. So you could come here and give it your concept. And it's riddled with ads. These are Google ads, and that's fine. You're here, you're going to look at ads, but it's going to generate it for you, and it usually takes a couple of minutes. So I'll just leave this, and I'll go to another one, and it's just, you could just Google it. It's easy to Google it. It's called DALL-E. And you can go here, and you can log in. You just sign in with your Google account. And this one is a very more advanced version, like it's not the mini, but it's called DALL-E. This one's DALL-E 2. So anyways, here you can say globe with money in orbit, just to make it easy. Now these things can be used if you're a platinum member with the Worldprofit Graphics Studio, because you can take these images in and you can use them. You can put stuff over them. So in other words, you can say, let's copy the open the link in a new tab. If you like that one, you can actually take a screenshot of this, and then you can edit it in our graphics studio. You can save it to your hard drive. So save to collection. I'm assuming it'll allow you, I don't know what this does here. There you go. So you can edit it, make changes. You can then download it. And then I can take this image now and I can bring it into the graphics studio. So this one's a very fast one. It creates you logos and images. You can take parts of it, which I'll show you. And here, the other one is the one where I said I wanted a globe. So these are beautiful images, and you could use these in your marketing and your promotion. This one looks nice, got nice color on it. So you can save image as, and I could just put it in my downloads. You know, whatever I want to save it as. I guess I could save it as a JPEG, I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't really saved an image. I usually take a screen capture of it and then go from there. I guess you can just click on it and there you go, download. I think that's the download there. There you go. Okay, so these images are pretty cool. You know, you can open them with photos or whatever, and then you can bring them into the graphic studio if you want. This is the globe with money coming out, and this is the globe with orbit. So now you can, because I've got those in, I can go into my graphic studio, for example. And the best thing about the graphic studio is you can take an image from here. So you can click to browse, go in my downloads here, and this one, and there. So of course it looks crayon-y and stuff like that, which is fine, I suppose, if you want that. You know, so it's just giving you an idea. You can also go in here, and we can go graphics, and I can upload the other one just to show you what it looks like. Choose the file. Here's the second one. There you go. There's another one. Okay, so you can take that one. This one's coming in as a background image. This one is more usable to me. But you see, like, you can do incredible things. You can also fade them out and crop images and do all that stuff with the graphics studio. Yes, that's correct, Kevin. I will put a link to that for you in the cool tools area. As a matter of fact, I'll do it right now for crayon. I like crayon the best. It seems like the easiest, and it gives you a lot of choices. The other one is great too. It's fine, but I'll put it in cool tools here. I'll do it on my other screen. So we want to go here. I always have to remember where I put stuff. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to cool tools. Program name is, I'm going to just call it Crayon AI Graphics Builder. Build anything graphical for free. Okay, and there's no affiliate program or anything, as you know. The program type I'll put in is Cool Tools. There's that, and then there. So you can now go to your Cool Tools and you can find it. Okay, and let me prove it to you. I just put it in there. Let's go back to the member area. And no, I don't want to save. And so if you go to Cool Tools, and you should be able to scroll down and see ChatGPT. This one, like, folks, if you're ever going to play and have fun online, go to ChatGPT. You'll thank me. And future AI tools, incredible. Here it is, Crayon. It's number 5, Kevin. And Kevin, you can build graphics till the cows come home. It will build you whatever you type in there. Really is impressive. Anybody got any ideas? What can we do a graphic of? You can print it on a t-shirt. That's probably how they make all the money, right? And plus these Google ads, they must make a ton of money showing these ads. So yeah, we can do, I'm going to tell my friends, yeah, how about a banner ad to earn money as an affiliate? I don't know. I don't really know if that's a graphic. I'm just guessing here. I have no idea. I should have said maybe shopping or something. Let's see what it does. I have no idea. I don't even know if you can, you know, these things are so much fun because you just don't know. You create these things and then you look later and see what it does. This one too, DALI, this is the main one, like the main, this one's very fast. 468, let's see if it, I don't think it'll know what this is, by 60 banner for earning money online. I don't know if that'll even work. We'll see. Just play with it. Yeah, sure. I'll put DALI in there too. So there you go. These are just some banners. I don't know, Money Marines. This doesn't make any sense. I would rather not put any wording on it. I would just want to describe what you want, right? So golfer in Yellow Desert, that kind of a thing. And then it'll come up with probably a really cool one where you're not telling it to put any words. Just a guess, We'll see what this comes up with. But you can use these graphics. There's no copyrights on them. They're unique graphics, right? So there you go. There's a person in golfing. They look pastel-y too, which is kind of cool. So you see, isn't that fun? Like the guy's in the sand. I asked for a golfer in the sand. So there you go. DALI 2. I'll put that in Cool Tools for you. DALI 2 graphics. Free to build any graphics using an AI for free. There you go. Done. And it'll show up in there somewhere, Daniel. And so these tools are great because they help you accomplish, especially with landing page builder number 13. So, if you want to use it, you come in here, you say landing page builder, right? You go to 13, which is my favorite one as far as simplicity, because when you build a landing page with this thing, you literally just it just puts up an image for you. It shows you the main image here. You can then take that image that you saved and simply bring it in automatically. You can even create it when you do the image from the graphic studio. Okay, so instead of even coming here, okay, you don't even need to come to the landing page builder. I've made it even easier. You just go in here and you go to your graphics gallery, which is where your graphics are stored, and it will create the page for you automatically, right? So say this was my image right here. You click on this create splash page. It'll bring the image and everything over for you. You don't need to even, it'll use landing page builder 13, but you can go from here to there. I know, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like I use this stuff because I thought, when I was building this program, I thought, well, it's kind of tough for people to take an image and just kind of comprehend, like, okay, the image is over here and I want to build a splash page, and how do I get the image in the page? You know what I mean? Nothing. Click a button and it's done. Okay, so these are great sites. I don't know what it created here. Remember, I asked it to do a banner ad to earn money as an affiliate. So it's got a picture of a person on their computer here. Just kind of crayon type images, but they're pretty cool. And I'm sure if you take your time, it will do like a better resolution. Like it really is kind of neat how it does that. Okay, so there you go. So I did want to talk to you about controlling your the 18 sites with the multi-commission system. Just go over it briefly so that you understand how this area just works in general, because there is a help video here, okay, and there's instructions which will get you started. But essentially, you go in here, you click on the one, and you get activated. If you already have a Traffic Center account, no problem. You just put your email address in that you used for Traffic Center, and it'll set you up. You'll click a link and it'll activate you in here. It's easy to log in. You simply log in, puts in your information, go in here, go through the login ads, which people pay for, and then we go and we get logged in. Okay, and there's some really good videos here that you folks should watch. This one is brand new. Then you've got this one, which is me just promoting in under 5 minutes using link magic. And then there's one here to turn safeless traffic into a gold mine of leads. And of course, hopefully commission and money. Okay, so everything is in here. It's already done. If you have any problems or errors, absolutely fill out a support form and I'll look at it. Okay, but this should give you everything. You get your credits for logging, or not logging in, but you get your credits for checking all this out, converting. You can convert your credits to ads. Of course, we don't allow conversion for ads to solo emails. That comes in here, and this is where the money is made in this. People, associates that sign up under you, or silver, or anyone you sponsor that purchases any of these things, you get 20 or 40% commission on them. Of course, if you're a silver or platinum member, these are all the upgrades that you get in the bonuses on lesson 3. Okay, you get lifetime upgrades. And if the secret be known, the reason we have so many hundreds of people that come back to us is because we give them those lifetime memberships so that we stay in touch and they remember us. And I redid those sites because of that. And they say, wow, this site looks really cool. How do I get my money out of it? You have to be a Worldprofit associate. Oh, okay, I remember Worldprofit. I was with them, and they come in and they see, oh, well, I'll try again. Okay, so that's how that works. So the featured tool this week is a Worldprofit autoresponder. And the autoresponder is a phenomenal program because you can have as many subscribers as you want. There's no limit to how many emails you send out. And there are no limits on how many messages or autoresponder sequences you have. And if you wonder if that's true, Rich Moyer's in here. You can ask him. Rich, I don't know how many you have, but there are quite a few. And the system just works fine. It sends out the emails, and it's right here for you Platinum VIP members. This is included. Okay, so I'll go to the autoresponder, and I'll just give you an idea of what I've done too. This is kind of a little surprise for all of you. I called this one Leads Leap because somebody asked me, well, can I use that program that you're talking about called Leads Leap to not only generate landing pages to build my associates, but can I use that for my autoresponders? And I said, yeah, you can. You go here, and there just happens to be a help video that I put in, short help video right here under option 3. But I know you want me to show you, right? How easy it is. So when you create your form code, you're going to see this ugly thing here, but I make it easy in the video because all you're going to use with Leads Leap is this right here, this little URL, and these 1, 2, 3 fields here. That's it. Just two things. So when you sign into your Leads Leap, I'll show you what I did one, and it worked out pretty good. It's pretty straightforward, right? So you go in here, and I mean, you get used to your page manager and all that. I created one here, but I'll show you what it looks like. So I'll go in the editor, and I could even change it to a different one. It doesn't matter. I just grab this, and you know, there's a name here and an email, and you're thinking, well, this looks really cool. I'd like to use this for my Worldprofit autoresponder. Well, sure you can. You just click on your third party, and you take that right there. Remember that auto response join? I know you can't read this because I'm looking at my other screen and I'm like, here, let me expand it a bit. Okay, can you see that now? I should have did this in the video, but you guys get this. This is that action thing, right? So if you go back here, you can see it says action. So you just want to take the URL only, that. And you put it in there. And you say post, target. It's up to you. You can have them come to a new window if you want, or I just leave it on self. That way they go in. You can name it whatever you want. And then these fields here, they're just pasted. They're copy paste from here. These three, 1, 2, 3. See that? Input, input, input. You just take those and you right click and you say copy. And you just go to your page builder and you paste them in. You just say paste. And that's it. It just gives a bunch of hidden numbers that we need to tie it to your safe list. And then you save. It says your work saved. So now the neat thing is, if I shrink this down a little bit, if I click on this link and I want to join my autoresponder called Leads Leap, which I guess it'd be kind of nice to sign up. I put my name in. And if I say, I'll just go Worldprofit Inc@gmail.com. So what happens with your autoresponder is when I click on this, it's going to take me to a confirmation page, of course, that I'm not a robot or anything like that. But what's going to happen is it's going to send me a letter. Oops, sign in to my autoresponder here. It's going to ask me a couple of those questions, but it's going to say, what's the letter that goes out? It's this first one. So if I click on the edit in here, I can put an image in here too. I've been a member of this, da, 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 da. Okay, so that's the letter I should get after I've signed up, because that's my first letter. And then the next day I would get another letter. Okay, so then I can put in a second letter and say, bring that letter out right here, create a new message, and then say, this is the second day. Okay, so you'd say day 2, and then you could go down here and set it up for what day you want it to go out. And I'm not going to do that because I've just got the one in there. But here, you go in here, you put this in, you put in your letters. It looks like that's a 7, and an S, and a V, and it looks like an S and a 2. If you make a mistake, it'll just say try again. So you're added, check your email for the information that you requested. And if I go to Worldprofit Inc., I should get my letter here soon. Usually put the letters down at the bottom. And just wait patiently for it. There might be a mailing going out right now, so it could take a second. Okay, so are there any questions about the autoresponder? Anything that you're not sure about? So there's an example of how you can promote and generate leads for your other programs, of course, but there's also, yeah, and Linda, yeah, it is easy. These things, if you just take your time with them, they really aren't that bad. How to promote and generate leads for your other affiliate programs, and this is really important, is that you make a note of this because it is important, is you go to your training and you click on add examples. Get familiar with this area because there are so many resources in here. Number one is where are associates coming from, and silver and traffic sales sources. These are sources of leads that converted to silver. To sign people up as Worldprofit associates and possibly into your program or your autoresponder that you might have, use that little red button there. It goes into the external area where you can add up to 5 programs, including your Worldprofit autoresponder. You can put it in here. You know, I could go into my autoresponder area and put that in, you know, so it'll work out great. Okay, so you put your, how to get on your autoresponder right there. And that would be that Leads Leap, right? The page that I created in Leads Leap. And I would put a good title in here. And then when I sign up an associate, the system will also email them that out. Okay, so it's good to know. Are there any questions about that? I'll get rid of that little dot next time. That was a point. I forgot to put another point in. I don't know what it would have been. I don't even think I had one. And you should read this. Learning the hard way, left. went out and wasted a lot of money. And you have to remember that many of the companies online are fly-by-nighters. They just want to make as much money as possible, and then they leave the site kind of just sitting there, right? It still works. It still does what they said it would do, but they're on to the next project because they know that people want the new, shiny program, right? They want to get into the new thing. And they create sites that are that new thing, but then they leave and they go to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and they don't maintain a lot of the old stuff. We're a little different because we put everything under the same hood, except for our safe listing exchanges. But like I said, I just redid 12 of them. There's 6 others that they look good. They're still up to date. But we manage our sites constantly. We have support for all of them, and we tend to that support quickly. Try one of these sites that maybe is about 4 years old. You're not getting any support out of them. Guarantee you, you won't get anything. But they got your money. And that's why these people come back and they say, I went out and I wasted a lot of money and I learned a lot of useless information, which is where you get the video. You know, they send you one video. I'm not going to rant for long. They send you the one video and you look at the video and you're like, okay, so how do I make money? He goes, oh, well, that's in the next video. And then you watch the next video and you're like, well, what do you mean the Amazon store? I know this guy made $1 billion trillion in Amazon, but I want to make money. How do I make money? And they go, oh, yeah. You just set up a store. Oh, by the way, here's how much it'll cost. We'll set you up with a turnkey store. Turnkey, nobody's going to it. Rant over. Anyways, let's talk about platinum. Upgrade to platinum. We've had several full year people commit, 40% commissions and bonuses, of course. So instead of 20%, you get 40. Why? Because, well, we know you're long term. So 40% is a very good commission to earn online. You get a traffic injection every month that gives you all of these credits and solo ads at those beautiful revamped sites. And you can use those for any program that you're in. Okay, it doesn't have to be Worldprofit. It could be used for your autoresponder. And of course, we hope that you tie everything into your other businesses as well as Worldprofit. Okay, but those ads are valuable and they work. Okay. I have an incoming spam call. I'm going to hang up on it right there. I use my phone for chat because this system works great in my phone. Worldprofit Graphic Studio, which is probably my favorite thing ever. Like, it's really cool. The autoresponder, you get all of the stores. Maybe next week I'll go through them along with the marketplace builder. They're really cool. And yes, Kevin, you're right. If you don't have something, you fill out a support ticket and you tell me what you want. And if I can do it, I'll do it. 90% of the member area was built by you folks. I get people coming all the time, and it might be in the form of a support ticket saying, for example, somebody said, well, the promo, I'm having trouble promoting in my browser or whatever, so I created Link Magic. Because I too had the same problem. I've tried these gizmos and things like that, and I thought, well, why don't I build something that works natively in the Chrome browser, or the Edge browser, or Firefox? So I created Link Magic, and I use Link Magic. That's the only thing I use to promote because it opens a separate tab for every site. And then I log in with RoboForm, and then I use JitBit for the messages. 3 things. Done. I can do my promotion in 2.5 to 3 minutes. Okay. You also get the advanced ad tracker. And again, the all kinds of things part of your quote. And here you go. If you're interested, we have monthly and yearly prepaid options. Just fill out a support ticket. Ask for a quote. And that's our flagship. That's our top product that we have. We've had the Platinum VIP for over 20 years, 25 years, 23 years. Not sure. What do you tell people who think this is fraud? Oh, I've got a good one for you, Daniel. Well, how did they find out about us? I always ask that question first. I say, well, how did you find out about us? I used to sell vacuums, Daniel, and I was hit with everything. And I always had an answer, because if you have a product that you believe in, you have an answer for everything, right? And it's not a smart aleck answer. It's like, hey, I believe in the product I'm selling. I have an answer. If you have a question, I have an answer. So what I usually say to people that have is this traffic real? Is this fraud? Are these clicks fake? Of course, some clicks are fake. Some traffic is fake. The whole internet, some of it's fake. Go to Twitter, see what Elon has done to it. I get all kinds of garbage now that I never got from Twitter, but bottom line is there's a lot of good too. So I say to the fraud people, how did you find out about us? Because you're part of the traffic we generate, number one. And the Facebook thing, you can send them to the Facebook group. Say, why don't you go to Facebook and look up Worldprofit? And they can check out our group. You can also say, log in as an associate. Yeah, click on our Trustpilot. Go to Trustpilot and just look up Worldprofit. So that's what I say. And then the final thing that I say, Daniel, and this is the most powerful. So if you're doing the baby head and you're sleeping right now, 28 years online in the same place, not hiding in a little bush like Monty Python. Remember Monty Python? People are hiding behind the bush there and they're blowing the bushes up. We don't hide. We've been at the same URL, the same business, 28 years. That can't be faked. You can't fake that. It's impossible. You can fake a degree. Can't really fake flying in jets. That's a tough one. But 28 years. Just say they've been online for almost 30 years. And that's how I leave it. I always do. But my favorite thing is when people say, so is this traffic, is it real? And I go, well, are you? What do you mean? And I go, well, how'd you find out about us? And before they answer, I go, you're the traffic. Well, you were the traffic. Now you're a lead. You're mine. I own you because my system works. You're here because of it. And they hate that. Well, I didn't find out about you. Oh yeah, I did find out about you. Well, how? I clicked on a link. That's right, you did. That's right. So there we go. Okay, so are there any other questions? Yeah, at this point in my life, I've heard it all. However, with those AI things that I'm showing you folks, like the automatic image creator and the ChatGPT to write sales letters, phenomenal. I never thought that was going to be like solid yet, but that ChatGPT, it writes like a human. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the sensei. Oh, that's okay, Linda. Just get ChatGPT to type for you. That'd be funny. Okay, folks, I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a great weekend. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, fill out a support ticket. And hey, feel free to point people to the YouTube channel. If they're an associate and they happen to be going back and forth with you, just send them to the channel. It's the symbol @Worldprofit. You just go to YouTube and type that at the end, the @ Worldprofit, and they'll get the channel and they can look at some workshops, fill their boots. All the workshops are based on everything that we have in the member area. So it doesn't, ChatGPT, everybody knows about that. So just send them there. Okay. Thanks a lot.